Hey, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, this is Wake US from Slumber, Brother Wake Us, and I just wanted to actually just bring up to your attention the reason why this Syrian refugee status is going to be forced upon us whether we like it or not. And this is why. The Jesuit Refugees Service. We know who controls our politicians. We know who controls the state legislatures and who's moving it in through society. Now, I do not have anything against these people. These poor people are being used as pawns by these sickos, which have nothing to do with Christianity. Excuse me. Anyways, as you can see here, I just had some coffee, so I apologize. Had a little burp there. Anyways, as you can see here, let's see what this is all about. Let's see, what is the JRS, right? What is their mission statement? Well, their mission statement, of course, as the Jesuit Refugee Service, USA, is to accompany, serve, and advocate for the rights of refugees and other forcibly displaced persons, the ones that the Jesuits forced out of their own countries by creating the wars. To accompany means by a companion. To accompany means to be a companion. We are companions of Jesus. No, you're not. Okay? You guys are so sick and twisted, it's not even funny. So we wish to be companions of those with whom he preferred to be associated, the poor and the outcast. Did Jesus go in and create wars so the poor and the outcast would come to them? No. JRS services are made available to refugees and displaced persons regardless of their race, ethnic origin, or religious beliefs. Of course, because we know what you're all about. One world order, one world religion. Let's all hunky-dory get along. Let's use the children's faces to get our satanic agenda. You guys are the sick ones. So, let's see. So, look at how many people. They service areas by percentage of total people served. Now, this is, of course, probably a low number, a conservative number. Okay, because you know it's probably... How many illegal immigrants do we have in this country? Right. And you know that they photographed priests at the border of Mexico helping them get across. Yeah, Roman Catholic priests. You don't think they're working? Church and state? Both governments? Of course. Now, JRS advocates for just and generous policies and programs for the benefit of victims of forced displacement so that those made vulnerable by exile can receive support and protection and durable solution to their plight can be achieved. Well, you know what? I'd say we could fix that with one solution. Get rid of the Jesuit order. Ban them. Suppress them. Then these people wouldn't be forced out of their countries. I mean, like you did the Irish. You starved the Irish out and then you shipped them here to America, forcing them upon Americans. Why? Because you wanted a Roman Catholic voting base. And you conscripted them immediately into the Civil War. It's just disgusting, people. And of course, the Irish fought on both sides. The Civil War was classic American idiocy. There's nothing good about the Civil War. Now, I'm a Union man at heart, but I am a state man in my mind. In other words, I wish we could all join together as a nation under God, the God of the Bible, established by the Reformation. But you know what? The way Americans act nowadays, that's far from being achieved. And the Jesuits know that. It's going to take a lot of time for that to happen, and a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. We have only begun. It's one of the only 10 geographic regions of Jesuit Refugee Service. JRS USA serves as the major refugee outreach arm of U.S. Jesuits and their institutional ministries, mobilizing the response to refugee situations in the U.S. and abroad. Through our advocacy and fundraising efforts, you mean ripping us off the taxpayers of America? JRS USA also provides support for the work of JRS throughout the world. JRS USA gives help, hope, ear, and voice to vulnerable people on the move to being present. And of course, you know how they like to sound nice. But if you're the ones creating the problem, and then you're going to offer a solution as a point, this is the same thing they did to us prior to the first Civil War. And if you think we're not already in Civil War, well, you definitely need to do some more research. Oh, here we go. Let's import all these people And, other people are covering the fact that the Roman Catholic charities are the ones sucking all the money up for all these so-called displaced people that they run the cartels. Jesuits run the whole drug industry. What do you think's creating all these problems in there? I'm not going to even play this stuff because it's just a bunch of propaganda. Where we work, look at all this. Okay? Oh yeah, they're in South and Central America. Where are we getting all those so-called illegal immigrants from? Yeah, and of course they're on the east coast of America. And Europe, and let's see, next to Rome, and let's see, well, of course Rome's right there, but close enough. They didn't want to be right on point, right? And of course, look what they're doing in Africa. Okay, and now they're trying to bring the Eastern religions over here. Right. This is all to destroy Protestant heritage America. And if you make it a giant melting pot, then guess what? Pretty soon, truth is going to be relative. Anything goes. Doesn't matter. Oh, you worship that God. You worship this God. I worship myself. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Hunky-dory. Kumbaya. Let's all be hippies and wear our Jesuit collars and be naked and just ooh-hoo-hoo, ha-la-la. This makes me sick. Right? And anyone, I am a former Roman Catholic. If you are still caught in that abomination, I pray for you and I hope you get out of there. But wake up. Seriously. Wake up. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve Jesus Christ and the Jesuit or the Roman Catholic Church. You can't. So, how do I know they're behind this whole Syrian thing? Look, they want us to take action now. They deserve welcome, not rejection. No, they deserve to go and grab a rifle and fight for their own country, the way we did. And I'd say they deserve for you, Jesuits, to be removed from the situation. So that way they can actually, let's see. Oh, we didn't get to this part though. So they can actually take control of their country back. Okay, but look, see? They want to make it Roman Catholic. Rosary around her head. Pontifex, hear us. Pope Francis welcomes. JRS supports global education initiative for refugee children and youth. Of course he does. In a private audience with 15 refugees and friends and staff of Jesuit Refugee Service to commemorate the 35th anniversary of JRS on Saturday, Pope Francis emphasized the importance of education for refugee children and youth as a means to build peace and foster the development of more resilient and cohesive societies. Blah, 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 blah. Solidarity, communism, socialism, blah, 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 blah. Communitarianism. Right. And then, of course, they play on your heartstrings with all the ISIS, which ISIS is controlled by Obama and the Vatican and the Jesuits. Why do you think they called it ISIS? In honor of their pagan female deity. So, this is a quick one. It's pretty obvious, people, who's behind setting up all this dialectic. And if you don't think they're in Syria, well, guess again. Yes, they are there. Right, to create the problem. Now, again, these poor people here are the victims of a bigger agenda with your nasty, sick, twisted solar cross here, with your 8-pointed star in the middle, your Chrislam. Right? We don't need, I spend days on this. Anyways, Jesuit Refugee Service teams work in the Syrian cities of Damascus, Homs, and Aleppo. They don't provide nothing. Yeah, that's basically what they do to gain trust. They provide rent support, basic healthcare services, psychosocial and educational programs. Well, guess who's fronting the bill? Why doesn't Donald Trump talk about this? Yeah, because Donald Trump graduated from a Jesuit school. Yeah. He's Jesuit controlled as well. Very few international aid agencies have access to Syria, but JRS has been present in the country since 2008, of course, because they're setting up the dialect. The year Obama got elected, huh? Interesting. When it has started programs for Iraqi refugees. Well, who do you think was in Iraq as well? Now JRS is able to help displaced Syrians thanks to the presence of local Jesuits. They don't even praise the Jesus, okay? The Jesuits are the one they got to thank, right? An extensive network of committed volunteers who come from different faith backgrounds. Ah! Working in cooperation with Jesuit networks and with Muslim, other Christian and secular groups, false Christian. JRS teams try to provide Syrian civilians with the essentials they need. However, this assistance is not sufficient to meet the growing needs. Of course not. Of course not. We just need more of your money, America. Since 2014, 1.5 million people have been internally displaced in neighboring Iraq following the expansion of ISIS. You mean the one that the Roman Catholic papacy is behind? And Obama? Okay. So I got a question. If the Roman Catholic Church is so against ISIS, how come they haven't exposed Obama as a fraud who sets it up and called him out on it? Oh, matter of fact, they give him a nice pat on the back. In Ankawa and Ozal, JR Services serves displaced families throughout home visits, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to keep going on, okay? I don't even want to keep going on. They use this. It's just like the suicide bombers using children as a means to front, and then they blow themselves up. That's what Jesuits do. They use innocents to commit their atrocities behind the scenes. We are living in a country that's falling apart. Rationally, it seems the situation is desperate and that nothing can be done. But as Christians, you're a Christian? No, you're not. We have no right to be desperate. We have no right to give in. We don't have the right to say nothing can be done. So I would say that, on the contrary, there's everything to be done. It is not heroism. It is Christian duty. You don't even know what Christian duty is. Let's talk about your Jesuit forefather, Ignatius Loyola. Let's talk about your Jesuit Pope and los desaparecidos in South America. Oh yeah, no mention of that. Anyways, this is Wake Us from Slumber. Just want to make this a quick one. Get this out, mirror it, share it, like, and subscribe. Love you all. In the name of Jesus Christ, the true Jesus Christ, not this apostate counterfeit. And remember, Canadians are in it too. You think the Jesuits are just staying in America? Oh no. Oh no. North American Union people. All right, have a good one. God bless. Shalom and agape.